studied this. I've been studying the course since it first came out. I'm going to take these group of students right here. These guys right here. You guys are going to move.
Whoa.
Magically move all the way down.
Whoa.
I promise you,
Did I
she's
not
not going to
say
bite
that?
you.
Typically,
You know,
it's the other way.
she's not going to bite you.
But I,
So
did I
guys,
not
y'all
You did
move
say that.
down.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah, that's awesome. Keep going. God. Oh, thank you. We're kind of gonna like it. I held my breath on that. Why'd you let me do that? Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Hey, how you guys doing this morning?
Good.
Pretty average. I'm sorry.
This
But you know what? But you know what? But you know what? Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Real quick. Here's the thing. Even if it doesn't matter if you're doing okay, pretty average, or if you even had a rough morning, the gift is that it's no accident that you're here. Because there's something that you're going to learn this morning that God really wants you to hear. And first of all, you need to know that you're loved, you're wanted, you're desired, you're perfect. You're perfect in who you are right now. Okay? So that's my prayer for you this morning, is that you step in and embrace who God has created you and called you to be. And that's a challenge even for old people like me.
And me.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, I have to love her anyway. I have to love her anyway. But I'm going to pray real quick. We got an awesome speaker, and I'm going to pray this morning, and then we're going to just jump right in, okay? Father God, we come to you this morning to say thank you for the gift of another day. Father, I thank you for these students. I thank you for their hearts. I thank you for their just obedience to get up early. I know what it's like for me to get up early, Father. And I remember what I was like as a middle school student. So the fact that they consistently and obediently and just faithfully get up early and show up to sit and listen to your word and to your great news, the gospel, is just awesome to me. And I am so inspired each and every time I get to come in and see them. Father, bless them. Father, bless Skipper today as he shares the word. Father, let his words be your word. Take out the words that you don't want him to say, replace it with the words that you do. And Father, for all of us listening, let's put away all the distractions, let's take away all the noise, and let's look, listen, and lean into you for the next 15 minutes. Father, you are awesome, and we love you for all that you do, mostly for giving us your son, Jesus. And it's in his name we pray. Amen. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
We all call him Skipper. We've been teaching 8th graders for 34 years now. Has an amazing handshake. Please give all your respect to Skipper.
Yeah, Skipper. Somebody say, how'd you get the name Skipper? Born during World War II, and my mom and dad were in an Air Force base, and it was a skipper of a plane, a skipper of a boat, Gilligan Island, skipper of a boat, skipper of a plane. So as I'm born, that's not my given name. My given name's Andrew Jackson Martin Jr. But from birth, mother'd say, "Where's my little skipper?" Meaning I was in charge. So the nurses would bring in this little baby and say, "Here's your little skipper." So it's stuck. For 71 and a half years, it is stuck. So that's how old I am. Oh, yeah, I knew there was something I was supposed to do. Thank you. But whoa. One boy can hear me. She said something that's very true, and you all are a very special age group. I've been teaching 7th, 8th graders for 34 years, and Lord willing, I'm going to get it to 50. Because I'm not sure how many people have taught Sunday school to your age group. But I love this age group. And there are teachers that say, "Skipper, you're crazy. This is a terrible age group." And I say, no, they don't know if they're little kids. They don't know if they're teenagers. They're trying to figure it out. They don't want to go back to grade school, but they're not old enough to go into high school. This is a fabulous age. And are you messed up? Yeah, you're messed up, but no more so than he was when he was a little kid, or me. You're trying to figure out who you are. You got biological things happening to you. You just don't know what's going on. And I love it. And they know it. They know at Middletown, and I've taught the kids that I've taught are 34 years older, so they're 45 and got kids, and I've taught my kids through generations. They know that I really think you all are very special, and I love everybody in that age group. I love it, and they know they can have my cell phone because they know that if there's a problem, I care, and I really more than care. I really love, and it's the love of Christ that I've been born with, and I'm very blessed that my parents have done it. But I want to say something to you all that I've said to other groups. You all should be extremely proud you're in the public school system. Very proud. 100,000 kids in the public school system. One of the largest in the United States. Diversity, it's wonderful. I've got friends that go to some real big, expensive schools, and then the parents walked in. Corporate head walks in, and he says, "Where's the diversity in this school?" That's not America. America is what we have in the Jefferson County school system. I studied to be a teacher. Should have been a coach. That's what I should have done, but I didn't. And I've been very blessed in what I do have. But the school system here is fascinating. Every one of you be proud that you're a member of a school system that is as diverse as this is. We work for the Jefferson County School Board. I'm a lobbyist in Frankfort. You probably don't know what it is. I'm not going to tell you. But anyway, the diversity of the school, the cultures that you have here, you all have a rich treasure that out in the state they don't have. They just don't get it. You all should be very proud of this, and you should be. 100,000 kids, almost 7,000 teachers. You all are part of something extremely special, so don't ever be down on this place. Yeah, it's got problems. Well, welcome to planet Earth. You know, Christ told us we will have problems. You're not going to live without problems. Now, if anybody plans to have a problem-free world, I want to meet them. I've had my shares of problems, and I think the biggest problem I had when I was 18 and my girlfriend broke up with me. That really broke my heart. I thought I was the end of the world. God helped me get through that terrible experience with my 18-year-old. My girlfriend broke up with me. You will have problems in your life, and Christ is the one that you're going to lean on. And does He make it zap and go away? No, it doesn't work that way. I lost my son who went to the school. I lost him 3 years ago this spring. Did I pray for him to get better? Yeah. He died from complications of leukemia. Yeah, prayed for him hard. Everybody did. Did he make it? No. But you know what? As somebody once said in our Bible study, when it's not okay, it's okay. When it's not okay, it's okay. We all want to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Isn't that weird? We all want to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. But life will cause you problems, and you get along with it. But your buddy is Christ as He takes you through. And it will help you if you love people. If you can't love people, then you've got a problem. Christ tells us all to love other people. It's that simple. You know, what is the greatest commandment? When they went to trick Jesus and they wanted to trick Him, and they said, Jesus, tell us, what is the best, number one, what's the best commandment? They were trying to trick Him. Because the Old Testament, you all know, the Old Testament's 2,000 years over here. The New Testament's 2,000 years over here. Together, about 4,000 years. So the trick was, there's about 613 commandments in the Bible. Don't think there's just 10. The Bible's loaded with 613 commandments. The Jewish people have been studying it for a long time. 613 commandments. So don't get messed up and think there's just 10. If you read 613, about half of them are pretty good commandments, half of them are pretty, you're going to think pretty ridiculous. Whole lot. So they were trying to trick Jesus. He said, what's the greatest commandment, Jesus? What? And you all know what He said, right? He summed it all up. What did He say? Well, I wonder how you knew that. When the Pharisees learned, they asked Him, He said, love the Lord thy God. He wrapped them all up, all 600 of them. They were trying to trick Him. He wrapped them all up and He said, love God with all your mind, with all your heart, with all your soul. Love God. That's it. Then He said, and liken unto it, and Skipper believes liken unto it means equal to the first one. Love your neighbors. So you got to love this guy as much as you love yourself. You got to love her. And you may not like her. How many in here hate somebody? How many believe Jesus hated somebody? Now let me see how many of you think Jesus hated somebody. He may have hated the money changers when they were at the temple, because He hated the idea of bringing the cash in and doing exchanges. Jesus said, love everybody. Whoa, Skipper. You mean I can't hate Billy Bob down the street? Whoa, wait a minute now. I really hate this person because this person is a drug addict, and I hate him. Let me think about it. Did Jesus hate that person? How many here want to follow Jesus? I didn't say you didn't have to. I said, how many want to follow Jesus?
You want to. Well, wait a minute, put your hands down. Jesus said, love your neighbor as yourself. Well, I love this neighbor, but I hate this neighbor. It doesn't work that way. I think one of the greatest examples, well, there's great examples of love, and I'm not real smart. How many, you probably don't remember, South Carolina, 2 years ago, guy goes to the Bible study, white guy goes to the black Bible study in the black church, takes his gun out after they're reading the scriptures and shoots. Anybody remember 10 people, kills them? Is it 10? Holler out if you know. 10 people? And guess what they did? The next day they had a full church meeting and they gave forgiveness to the shooter. Whoa. In the kids study that I'm a teacher at Sunday school. I go to Middletown Christian right up here in the shadow of Southeast Christian. And we're Disciples of Christ Church, which is a different thing, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. Now I forgot where I was going. Somebody help me. Where was I going?
You're telling them how you taught us, you're teaching us about how.
Forgiveness, yeah. Then there's another great story of the Amish. A shooter went in, locked the door, either turned the kids loose either turned the girls loose or the guys loose, and kept the other and shot them. God, the next day the Amish went to the shooter's house and said, "We forgive you." I tell the kids, what's the greatest example of not forgiving? And it may be somebody that killed your son, or your daughter, or your mother, maybe your dog, I don't know. Something you really love. That's a real test. Can you find forgiveness? Because if you can find forgiveness, Jesus will find you forgiveness for you. I need forgiveness. I know your teachers are all perfect in this school. They're all perfect. There are no sinners in this school. And there are no sinners in this class. And I know your teachers are perfect. I am not. I am a sinner. I'm a sinner. Jesus said, Skipper, if you want me to forgive you, you better forgive her for what she did. And you all know I'm pointing at people who's got pointing at me. I'm not talking about her. But you got to forgive. The sooner you challenge yourself, it is not easy. I've always said, what if somebody shot my granddaughter? I don't know why I pick on my granddaughter. I guess I could say my daughter. I have 3 kids, 6 grandchildren, all in this family. The real test is to forgive. I had a challenging situation. Somebody came after me legally, and it lasted for about 6 years. And when it was over, I forgave the person. I worked with the person. He couldn't believe that I could do it, because that's the way Christ does. Forgive, 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 and love. That simple. Jesus said all of the commandments, that's number 1. If you really want to follow Christ, if you want to have hate, then you're just not doing what he said to do. And if you want forgiveness of yourself, I know all of you are perfect. You don't need forgiveness. I need it. I need the forgiveness. Therefore, I can never not forgive. The shooters in South Carolina, the Amish church that did that, and then they came together as congregations to say, we forgive you. Wow. The one in South Carolina, a minister, the head minister, was an outstanding black minister. He was killed, and the congregation loved him. They came to the shooter, who's still in trial, I think, and said, we forgive you. Wow. Challenge yourself right now. What's the greatest example of pain you could suffer, and could you forgive the person? Jesus asked you to forgive them. Whoa, Jesus. That's pretty tough. That is really tough. So that's a big message. Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Wow. I remember the first time I saw something. We go to UK and U of L games. My wife's UK, I'm U of L. We have football, basketball tickets. We don't have a condominium in Florida. We have football stadiums in Louisville and basketball arenas in Lexington. We just spend money on games. So one football game years ago, I said, Hannah, that's my wife of 50 years, everybody. I said, Hannah, look at the people out at the 50-yard line. They're looking for some contact lenses. Somebody's lost their contact lenses. She said, you dodo. That's the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. They're all taking a knee at the 50-yard line in prayer. I thought they were looking for contact lenses. I don't think, and I could be wrong, there's any organization that can bring people to Christ more so than athletes. I assume everybody's in here something, because we are called Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I don't think anybody can move people. There are athletic events going on every day all over America in every school. The number must be monstrous. Yes, rock groups can influence people. But, and they have large gatherings, but it's not every day. 1 minute? Wow. So anyway, I'm talking about you all are examples. You're Christian examples for Christ. And you do it through your athletic field. It is fascinating. The ball you kick, the whatever you're into, somebody's looking at you. And how many people, oh man, I'm not going to hold that. When a touchdown is made or something, they give the sign of the cross. Can only Catholics give the sign of the cross? No. Anybody can give the sign of the cross, or they point up, or they take a knee. That shows something. And if you don't do it, no, not the end of the world, but think if you do it. Somebody says, some idiot in the stand will say, look, he's looking for a contact lens. And then the mother will say, no, he's dropped his knee for God. So show it, demonstrate it. Don't be embarrassed. And believe me, just because I can give a sign of a cross, there's no law that says non-Catholics can give it. No, I don't. Just show it. Don't be embarrassed. Show it. If you're embarrassed, you'll get out of it. I never prayed at the table as a kid. I would have never done it. Today I drop my head all the time. Think about it. I guess I got to shut up. So, thanks a lot, guys. Y'all know what this is? It's a microwave. Y'all figure it out. Microwave. Well, somebody there's one's figured it out.
Let's pray out.
Want me to do it? Let's have a prayer. We'll pray out. You ready? Lord, may this message have reached some people. May they be so proud to be working for the Master Coach, Jesus Christ. Help them always know to forgive others, because you will forgive them and they will mess up. Thank you for this opportunity for such exciting, young, dynamic people. Go with them every day, every hour. In Jesus' name.